Good morning. So nice to have you join us on this Monday. We hope your week is off to a terrific start. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit of calm in this busy week ahead, and you're going to have a chance to sit back and enjoy with your family and friends and those who you love. And probably the last thing on your mind right now, the last thing you might want to be on your mind right now, is the idea of selling your house and putting it on the market. But Mark Hite never has that not at the forefront of his mind. So he joins us this morning. You say that really not this week so much, but next week is a huge week in the housing industry.
It is, because you think about, Christmas, many kids are out of school, a lot of folks take extra, they have holiday, vacation time, and what we find is you've just gotten through Christmas and you're putting up your Christmas decorations and you're thinking, can we get through another year in this house, because they've had children, or maybe they're on the other end of life and it's like they've got a big house that they're not using and they'd love to get rid of the stairs. But it's Christmas. But what happens is they jump online because they've got time off.
Right.
And we see a huge spike in internet inquiries around properties.
I think it's a great time, especially from a buyer's perspective, to start looking, because there's a little bit of a slowdown. But it's just the sellers have to be ready to let them come walking through that door.
That's right. And so what we find, and that's what my present is today, Julie.
It blended in with our
It blended
decor.
perfectly. Who knew? But what we find is that I've got the ultimate Christmas gift for our viewers today.
Okay.
So if you will list your home with me between now and January 31st, then I will provide a free home warranty so that your home will sell faster and for more money. And maybe you think, well, if we've got work to do on the house and we don't actually get it on the market by January 31st, at least meet with me, because we may have punch list. I was just with a family yesterday. We've got to put a new front porch on, or it had settled. There was concrete work. It's going to take time.
Right.
And so the timing is perfect, though, is to go ahead and let's get together and talk about what your house can work.
Well, and that's going to be a big peace of mind for a lot of people, not just because you get the home warranty, but because you are extending it through the month of January. I mean, I think most people don't want the idea of having to finish the holidays and then hurry and scurry, but they're going to be packing things up and reorganizing anyway. Just add a little bit more to it.
It absolutely. I mean, this is the perfect time as you clean the house up from Christmas and you have clothes that you didn't wear. Go ahead, get that out, and this is the perfect time of year to do it, because we're home more during the month of January.
It's funny, I guess every season you choose to sell a house has its own upsides and downsides. But if you're selling your house in spring, summer, or fall, you've got to put a lot of work on your landscaping.
Right.
In the wintertime, everything's dead, so nobody cares.
It absolutely. It's about a good, clean first impression, and and just we'll make sure the leaves are gone off the front yard, so it doesn't look deferred or neglected, but more importantly, you don't have to put a lot of work into the yard and mowing and mulching. Right,
and it's a cozy time of year. I would think psychologically, from a buyer's perspective, it's a great time.
It really is, and yesterday, and this is what really resonated with me on the home warranty, we had a property in Harrison. They've done lots of work, the siding, the roof, the windows, but the HVAC system is 1994. And so, but it's working, so there's no reason to replace it.
Right.
And so as we were negotiating,
but that's where the home warranty.
That's where the home warranty steps in. And so this time of year, it is a great time to think about selling and go ahead and get peace of mind. Of what those next steps are.
That's an interesting conversation that we've never really had before, and you probably have to be careful how you would have it anyway. But from a seller's perspective, certainly you want people to buy your house, but you don't want to create a brand new house for a buyer. And so, like, if your roof is fine, but quote, it might need to be replaced in 5 or 6 years. Well, that's 5 or 6 years. You shouldn't have to do that.
Right. No, that's where the consultation comes into place. Like, maybe you've got your original 90s appliances. They're all working. There's no reason to update them or change them if they're working, unless you're going to be there for a few years and enjoy new appliances. And that's where you get me in from a consultation perspective, and we give you good informed advice.
Somebody told me once, maybe it was you, that when you were looking at the updates that you might do to your house to list it, don't necessarily do too much with like carpeting, and even not so much with paint, because it becomes personal preference.
It does. There are cases where maybe we've had pets
Sure.
And clean is important, but you don't necessarily need to do a lot of repairs and renovations because the next people may not want carpet. They actually may want solid surface flooring.
Right.
Or, if you put in granite countertops, well, they might want quartz.
Right. What you like might not be what your buyer likes.
That's exactly. And with me, Julie, we've sold over 4,700 homes in my 20 years of this business.
That's a lot.
So I have got more experience than anyone. So this is the real opportunity to put my experience to work for you.
Okay, what if you're wanting to do, are you still doing your guaranteed offer?
Absolutely, and that is still a really important piece. I just met with a lady on Signal Mountain yesterday, and we talked about what she needed to do to get the house ready to sell and what it could sell for, and then I made her my guaranteed offer. She took the guaranteed offer because she just didn't want to do the work to get it, and she'd like to move on. She's already got her new home ready, and so easy peasy.
Yeah, less than a minute. It feels like prices are kind of stabilizing.
Yeah, actually, prices, it's very healthy right now. So last month, while we did see sales decline somewhat year over year, prices still were up 1.5%. So it was not those crazy 20% increases, which were unsustainable.
Correct.
It's returned to more normal, Julie, but like we've talked before, over the years, a good steady increase is what we see here in Chattanooga.
So Santa Claus will linger through January 31st, right?
Absolutely.
As long as you meet with him before the end of the month and talk about listing your home with him.
Absolutely.
You don't have to have it actually out there.
That's right, free home
So
warranty.
you'll find him at markhitehomes.com. You're welcome to call their office down on the south side, 265-0088. He would love to help you. Have a great 2024. How are we saying that?
I'm messing it up quite often.
Every day, you wake up and drive to the factory, construction site, or that office that you call your job. And then, unexpectedly, you are injured on the job. If you are suffering from any type of on-the-job injury, give us a call. It's more to us. It's personal.
America's #1 hot tub manufacturer states this fact: made in the USA. All our hot tubs are built right here. Selling hot tubs directly to you saves you thousands while keeping jobs here in the USA. Shop us now at shophottubs.com.
It's the holiday season and Linderman's Furniture is having a store-wide